Alright, the new season of Diablo 3 has just started, season 14, and I think we're going to get in on some of that. So, I'm going to let the cutscene play through, and then we will start playing some Diablo 3.
And at the end of days, the first sign shall appear in the heavens. Justice shall fall upon the world of men. The armies of light and shadow will clash across the fields of eternity. Are you all right, my girl?
It was nothing, Uncle. Just a bad dream. We should be getting you home.
But there's still work to be done. If these translations are correct, the powers of hell could already be on the move. The world must be told of the coming darkness. You do believe me, don't you, Leah? It has begun.
Leave it, Uncle! It's not important!
Alright, so the great thing about each season is if I wanted to, I could just play right through the campaign. Now, we're not actually going to do that. We could, but we are not. Now, let's see. I'm not sure what to start with. Should I do a necromancer? I did one last time. I think I might do a crusader. Yeah, let's do a crusader. Okay, so this one works, okay. Game settings, start. Oh, it'll let us do all the way up to there. That's weird. Shouldn't let us do that high. moment. All right. We should be able to do at least hard. Alright, I'm going to answer these on the computer so that they're not taking up screen time. Hard here. Let's just do hard for now. We don't have any equipment right now, so probably shouldn't start on too high a level.
At 12, I swore the oath, leaving home and family. At 16, I saw my master die. I took up his shield and his name, and on that day, I became a crusader. Armored by faith, driven by duty, bound to kill the enemies of Zakarum. Sworn to live as a crusader and to die as one. Now, corruption returns to the hearts of men. I see it in the eyes of the mad. Hear it in the howling of the damned. A falling star in the west leads me to the town of New Tristram. The crusade calls me, and so I go.
Alright, this is the first time for me doing a crusader, so bear with me, but I'm going to do my best to do it as fast a pace as possible. So that's what we have for now. Well, that was slightly easier than I expected. I probably could have put it up at difficulty. I think I can up the difficulty. No. I can always down it once, but I guess I can't up it once. That's okay. Quick at the beginning is always better.
Greetings. I'm a crusader of the Zakarum faith, and I saw a star falling on this town.
It fell on the old cathedral. There was only one survivor, Leah. You should speak with her.
Captain Rumford, more dead are coming.
We can't open the gates until we drive them back.
They keep coming. Yes!
That's kind of cool.
I've never seen anyone fight like that before. Go,
Me either.
open the gates. You'll find Leah at the Slaughtered Calf Inn.
Zakarum has fallen to disgrace. What faith can save us now? It is the end of the world. Can't you see that?
Zakarum will be restored, friend.
Stash is completely empty.
Tristram used to be such a wonderful place to live. My family has been here since the town grew out of the ruins of old Tristram. But now, it's horrible. The loved ones we've buried and grieved over now threaten our lives.
Are you Leah? They tell me you survived the falling star.
I did, but it blasted my uncle Deckard Cain into the depths of the old cathedral. I tried to search for him, but the dead were already rising. I came back here to rally the militia, but watch out! The wounded are turning!
This is killing business.
the dead will overwhelm us all unless something is done.
Something like putting the dead back to sleep? I can do that.
Thank you. You should speak with Captain Rumford at the gate. He can tell you what to do.
If I said I can do it, then why do I need somebody to tell me how to do it?
We've been under siege for 6 days now. Uncle Deckard is still missing. Captain Rumford and the others are losing hope. I tell them not to lose faith, but if help doesn't arrive soon...
It's a big mace to be just like attached to my side. Must be an awfully strong belt. Oh, there's another book.
For many years, villagers were too afraid to settle near the ruins of the cursed town Trist.
Some heroes of Owenna. Afraid of damn fact.
I didn't mean to cut the book off.
I promised Martha I'd protect him, but now he's dead.
I've come to help. How do we stop these risen dead?
I admire your courage, but Captain Dalton and the militia were slaughtered by those things. Only I survived.
Have faith, Captain. Have faith.
Well, I have seen you fight. Strike at the wretched mothers and their queen. They're the ones vomiting at these horrors.
They're attacking the barricades!
That's one of the wretched mothers. There are more of them in the ruins down the road.
I like the mace. Oh well. Oh, I forgot to equip some things. Okay, we're going to pause here for a moment. Don't really need any wings. I don't really think I want any wings, no. But I do need a pet. Do I want the teddy bear? Definitely don't want the golem. I think I want that because it just kind of... It's pretty quick. I got this in the last season, the only one I've played so far, 13. Let's see, what else? Pennants, don't need a pennant. Basically, it's just this big thing on my back for no reason. I think I got one of these in the last season. I don't know which one's better. I'm gonna just leave whatever it's on. Okay, well, anyway, let's continue. This thing will pick up gold, that's why I stopped to get it. I meant, probably. For those of you that haven't played, oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Breaking enough structural things like desks, chairs, sometimes beams. If you break enough of them quickly together, you can get a speed bonus to attack and movement. Generally, it's like 4 or so, I think. It never lasts very long, but it can be useful if there's a big crowd and you want to get through it quickly. So I got some tips from some people who I've played with before. The Dr. Kush is one of them, who gave me quite a few tips. There's a couple of armor sets that are really good for starting off to get through the beginning of the season, so we're going to grab those as quick as we can from the blacksmith. So for now, we just got to do this until we can get the blacksmith working. Probably going to need some gold, so the more things we can collect, the better. Does not seem like it's going to take us long to get to that point. I mean, we're pretty much instantly killing things. I mean, this is very simple. It's a lot of hacking and slashing. There's, storyline here and there that fills it in, but it's kind of a grind game. Depending on what your settings, it can be either a really slow, hard grind, or it could be a very quick. It could be quick, but not always as quick as it seems. Like, you can put it at a pretty low difficulty, and you're going to burn through like everything you're trying to get done. But if you don't have enough difficulty on, you're not going to get as much XP, and then you're actually going to be going slower, even though you're burning through the rounds. Not rounds, but quests and missions. Side quests.
Ogden and his wife have offered to let me and grandmother continue to stay with them. I think we will, now that the troubles are over. I am still tormented by horrific nightmares. I keep hoping they will fade, but they seem to be getting stronger.
Old Tristram. Diablo himself was here.
Alright, let's go back.
Thank you for your help, but could you talk some sense into Leah? She won't give up on the idea of rescuing her uncle.
She's brave. With help, she may yet save Cain.
With help, you see? Alright, let's see. What do we have in our inventory? Nothing too useful. Still no blacksmith. Okay.
Let's find your uncle.
We'll need to open...
I will up the difficulty, but for now, I'm not going to until I get the blacksmith.
Here, let me open the gate. Adria was my mother, but I don't know much about her. She died when I was very young. I was raised by Uncle Deckard.
And your father?
I'm told he was a great warrior who was lost when Tristram fell to the demons.
I require more wrath.
Okay, so the Crusader seems to run on Wrath. I'm not sure how many characters, different sets of the characters run on the same thing. But on the bottom left corner of the screen there, that circle, that white circle is Wrath. There's a couple other ones that actually have it split down the center, and they run on more than just one.
Look, a hidden cellar. Follow me.
Some of it we can go over because I'll do more than one
People said she was a witch.
character. You saw my list of characters we were going through. That's one of each type, and we will play each of those in this season from level 1. But we are going to stick with 1 until we're leveled up a ways, because once we're max level, we'll get past that, and we will have Paragon level. That's what it is, Paragon level. And then, oh crap. And with Paragon level, we will be able to carry that Paragon level to the other characters, so to make them easier to get to the higher levels quicker. But we don't want to just do it when we're like at level 50 or something, because this goes to, I believe it was 70, maybe it's 65, I can't remember. It's around 65 75 range, and once we're at that point, we can just swap between characters. No, not once we get to that point. Once we get to that point and we get a little ways past that point, like maybe Paragon 100 or something, then it wouldn't be too bad for switching between characters.
Here's the key, and my mother's journal. What I've seen of it is disturbing. I want to know more about her, but that can wait. We need to save Uncle Deckard first.
I will go. Stay here and learn what you can.
Thank you.
Aiden came to me last night. I suspected what was lurking within his troubled heart. I consoled him as best I could. Regardless, wherever he's headed, hell will surely follow in his wake. The shadows close in on Tristram once again. But like Aiden, I'll be gone before they fall.
My wrath is low.
Wrath can be accumulated in a few different ways. Right now my A is set to an attack that generates it when I use the attack. There's a few different attacks I can probably choose from right now that will generate it. Can actually show that. Oh, we're being attacked. Hang on. I will be able to show that in a minute. There are other ways. Potions, which I don't really use them. I don't even know if I have used any. There might even be an achievement I don't have because I haven't used any. But there is also armor and stuff. Rings, necklaces. Well, maybe not. Maybe not each of those items, but there is some that will allow you to. Each category does have some restrictions on what is on it, I believe. I do know that only certain wearable items have sockets for gems. And I believe there is some restriction on what else is included. Later on, when we've gotten quite a few items and I can compare some, I could probably just look at them and give a general idea. But for exact information on that, you would want to go online to one of the Diablo 3 resources. I go to a few of them, which I think only one of them I've searched on my own. The rest are actually recommended by people I've played with. Some people who are intermediate at this game, and some people take a lot of time into this game. I believe we unlocked a passive skill earlier, so I should probably stop and do skills. We were talking about doing those. Actually, I'll keep that one on because it seems to be better. Okay, so skills. So for A, which is the one I'm currently using for generating wrath. See, it says generates 5 wrath per attack. Now, if I wanted to, I could put that on any other unlocked button. Right now, I only have A, right trigger, X, but there will be obviously Y, B, RB. Then there's passives down here, which doesn't look like I've actually unlocked the passive yet, which is at 10. These are unlocked, but I don't have this yet. This will be explained when we come to that. Okay, so these ones are locked for now, but slash. Ignite the air in front of you, damaging all enemies caught in the flames. Or I could be using strike your enemy and gain hardened senses, increasing your chance to block for a short time. Which isn't terrible either. Might use that one. I haven't used Crusader, so we're going to be experimenting a bit. There's other ones, but this one costs Wrath, so I'm not going to want to get rid of my A right now. I'm going to keep A as my generating Wrath. Generally, my right trigger, you know, I play shooters, so anything that's ranged, I usually put on right trigger. Like A is an easy to hit button, so oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. A is easy to hit, so A and X are, that's what happened, are easy to do. So my thumb's always on A and X. So A and X are primary stuff usually for me. Sometimes, I don't know about Crusader, but in the other ones I've played, I've had minions that'll do stuff for me. And their special abilities usually on Y for me. B is usually either something that's devastating or protective. And my right bumper is usually protective or devastating, but something I want to use quickly. Okay, what are my options for secondary? Charge at your enemy, bashing him and all nearby foes violently with your shield. Sweep a mystical flail through enemies before you, dealing a large amount of damage. So currently that's the one we're using, so I will switch it up just to see what this one is as well, since we switched the other one up. X is unlocked, and it's using a defensive right now. Light erupts from your shield, blinding all enemies in front of you. Oh, that sucks. Is there anything else unlocked? Oh, I guess I could put slash on there. It's not gonna hurt. There's nothing wrong with that one. I just don't see any point of it right now. Maybe later on when we unlock some of its ruins, or what are they called? I think it's called ruins anyway. It's like a mod, and it changes up what it does. So we'll get to that eventually. Okay, so that's our new primary. We still have this one, which feels different, even though that's the one we were doing. And then this is the one that's using my wrath, which actually looks pretty cool. I think I like that one. Oh, was that a goblin? Oh, goblin, goblin, goblin. Oh, he's up top. Damn, I wish I had noticed they were there before. I should have done it earlier.
Not enough wrath.
Oh, you know what? My right bumper is usually, I use it as a moving ability. That's something that moves me quickly. Currently, I don't have any of those that I can equip, so we're stuck with what we got.
My wrath is low.
He's gonna drop some good stuff, hopefully. Alright, did we get anything? Nothing too fancy. Alright, there we go. There's our mods. When you block with Hardened Sentence active, you have a chance to explode with Fury, dealing damage to nearby enemies. Sure. Now, also, another one had something which I believe it was... No? It's just showing that one, I suppose. Okay. Now, the other goblin got away. The Season 14's theme, which... Apparently, themes are a new thing, but, every time we see a goblin, there'll be 2 instead of 1. Which, being this early on, it was more challenging to kill both. When you see that portal pop up in front of them, you basically got to deal enough damage to them. Now, I might have been able to go to that second goblin when his had popped up, because I did see it, but I didn't want to risk losing both, so I just concentrated on the one this time. Also, my left bumper gives me a healing potion, which you can switch for a better healing potion later on if you find it. There's a few different ones. They all do something a little differently. And they're all on a timer before they regenerate, I guess is the best way to put it, because they're infinite. They're just on a timer. Which some attacks are also on timers. So, we'll see them eventually. Actually, that defensive blinding shield one, that was on a timer. Ooh, these are handy too. What is this one? Enlightened. Is it 25% extra experience? Awesome. Let's kill as many things as possible, as quick as possible.
I require more wrath.
Well, that would have been nice to hit earlier on. Some enemies, it's not good to fight them on stairs because some of your attacks don't always make contact for some reason. I mean, it probably makes sense in the game mechanic sense because different levels, it might perceive that the weapon or attack, I suppose, because sometimes your weapon doesn't really affect your attack except for how much damage you're doing. So the attack might not always hit all of the levels of the stairs. Now, I don't know if that's a glitch or if that's just the way that it's set up, but sometimes you want to avoid stairs. Sometimes the stairs don't have that glitch or the way it's set up, I guess, and you can just funnel enemies into that small space. So play it as you see fit and make the judgment as you go, I suppose. Just avoid getting fucked up. Oh yeah, I didn't have to run over there because I got my little dude. Smash! Look at that, didn't even have to do anything. Alright, let's go find the old man. Oh, we found him.
Stay back! Back! May this ledge hold.
This is actually the beginning of the game too. If I was playing campaign in a straight line, this is the beginning of the game.
And soon all will suffer as I have suffered. Gods, bring me his bones.
His bones. Well, that's rude. Send a bunch of bones to get some bones. That's ironic.
Stay back.
Stay back, I'm trying to save you.
Not enough wrath.
TikTok, die already. Okay, and you can see, like, if I equip something, when I first pick something up, I can press up on the D-pad and it'll show me, actually it'll even show me the last thing that was picked up that wasn't just already equipped. And I can equip it right there, as you can see in the bottom left corner. I can equip it, junk it, drop it, or close it. So, and when I do that, you can see my clothes change, and my weapons and my shields as I go.
Thank you, but why did you risk yourself for me?
Your niece asked me to find you, and I agreed.
Oh, it is wonderful to hear that Leah is well. I feared the worst. I learned of this secret passage through old maps I found.
Yay, secret passages.
We must discuss the fallen star. Follow me to Tristram.
Oh, old man disappeared. My turn.
I rescued the old scholar and learned from him that a creature called the Skeleton King stands between me and the star. But not for long.
Uncle, you're alive!
Thanks to you and your friend here.
It was my duty to help. Now, I would know of the falling star.
The prophecy of the end days surely points to it as a sign that the end has begun.
Please, Uncle, not more of your stories. All that matters now is that you're back.
The Skeleton King was once our beloved lord, Leoric. He was driven mad by Diablo's evil. He lost both of his sons and his very soul before he was finally defeated. Now it seems he's risen to plague this land once again.
Then I will be the cure.
The key to defeating him lies in his old crown. Seek out our blacksmith, Hadrig. He knows of its whereabouts. Leah, don't dismiss the signs so lightly. Do you not believe the evidence of your own eyes?
Horrors have visited Tristram before, and it endured.
But what of the texts? The Zakharoon tomes warn of a falling star. The Herodric scroll spoke of the dead rising, and the Lord of Lies, the prophecy of the end days, says that at the end of all things, the first sign shall appear in the heavens.
Yes, you've been telling me about the texts since I was 8 years old, Uncle. I just don't think we should read too much into them.
Well, you never know.
Spent all night alongside the blacksmith's wife, tending the wounded.
What? She was out defending the gates this morning. What is driving that woman?
I don't know if that was them being proud or them being
Rations. How are we supposed to fight if we stop?
worried.
The rest of the town is down to quarter, including my wife. But you can quit if you want. Are you Hadrig? Deckard Cain said you could help me find the crown of Leoric.
No, it's my wife. She's locked in the cellar like all those who've been bitten. I'm to put them all down. But how can I kill my own wife?
It is a hard burden you bear. I will help.
Thank you.
Makes it sound so simple. It's definitely not simple.
I've got some new things you really need to see.
You're just a merchant. I don't need to talk to you. I got some drastic things I need to do to help this man.
Do your duty, blacksmith, no matter how hard.
I'm probably helping them more than we're hurting them anyway. I mean, it's taking a little bit to kill them, but
I require more wrath.
how did that switch back? What the heck? I must have done it by accident. I thought I was equipping a weapon.
Mira, my love, forgive me.
Ah, Hadrig, help me.
Ow. Of course his wife would be the most, like, dangerous one down here.
I couldn't have done this without you. I'm in your debt. My name is Hadrig Aemon.
You owe me nothing, friend. But I would welcome your aid in my quest to find the crown of Leoric.
I can help you there. It's buried with his Chancellor, my grandfather. You'll find his tomb in a cemetery in the Weeping Hall. And if you see my fool apprentice out there, tell him to get back to town.
Well, hello. I think we walked into a trap.
My wrath is low. My strength is restored.
Oh, that's not what we want to deal with right now.
Time to test my skill.
See how they're glowing blue like that? That's not good. Try and kill these guys as fast as possible. We don't have an escape method, so... Now, even weak enemies can be pretty powerful in a group. So I'm lucky that this character seems to be pretty tanky. Take a lot of hits.
No crown. It must be in another crypt.
And you'll find these at the end of dungeons that'll just take you back to the beginning. Gold guys usually have some special ability too, and it's really annoying.
Not enough wrath.
I'm pretty sure I only killed one of the three. Oh well. Alright, now I know that there's some crypts over this way. I believe it's always in the same crypt in the actual campaign. It might not be in the season, I'm not sure. I don't actually know which one it's supposed to be, but that's okay.
The crown is close.
How do you know it's close? Oh, wonderful.
I require more wrath.
All right. Feels awfully repetitive in the lower levels because you don't have as much variety of attack. I mean, I can switch it up, obviously, and I can change what I have for attacks, but... pretty much get more kills as fast as you can. Level up as fast as you can. Do the highest level that you can do. It's manageable and you're not dying constantly. When you die, your armor takes damage. So, that's not good. I mean, you can pay to have it repaired, but at the beginning of the game that gets expensive, so we're going to try not to die at all. Which generally, that's what you do anyway, but... there we go.
No, I will not allow you to bring that monster Leoric back to this world.
My wrath is low.
No, in one direction or the other will be the exit for going back to the entrance, so hopefully I picked right. Yep, I did.
You found the crown. Truth be told, I didn't think you'd make it back alive. Ah, it needs repair. Should be no problem. It's good to work again. There. New as the day it was placed upon the Black King's head. I need something more than making spades to occupy my mind. I want my life to mean something.
Then join my crusade. The work is hard, the rewards are few, and you'll likely die.
That does sound meaningful. And awful.
All right, awesome. Okay, so armor. Now, when it comes to the armor, we're looking for some green ones. So he currently can't build any of this stuff, which means we'd have to train him. Which would cost 5,000 right now, so let's do that. Guess we're gonna train him again. Still not enough training. Oh well, not a problem. Just get some more stuff. $10,000 for the next training. All right.
I have the crown.
At last. With it, you can unlock the sealed door in the room where you rescued me and enter the royal crypts. When you find the Skeleton King, place the crown atop his head and destroy him.
If it helps me find the fallen star, I will put an end to him.
I've dug up some new things for you to take a look at.
All right, there, Pervy Sage.
Interesting things on my latest dig. You should take a look.
Now, you can do more than just sell. Why is that not equipped? Two up, attack. I might actually wear that. So I guess we'll wait to sell that. Alright, we only gained like 1,000 there, so that's... For the beginning, we're going to be selling most of it, but after a while, we're going to come over to this merchant here, and we're actually going to be salvaging stuff. Well, how much time do we have on here? An hour. It's not a long segment. We're still working towards that armor. We need to upgrade our smith. We need to get some more money for that. We need to do some more missions. So that it's done for next time.
Spare, my love. You did everything you could. Our time together meant more than words can say. But in the end, fate is a cruel mistress. Your strength is needed to end the horrors that beset this world. My final wish is that you find your path. Love always. Mira.
Alright, now that she's done talking. We will come back. We will do some more scavenging, getting some better armor. But before we go, so that next time we come on, I am going to change the difficulty. To do that, we're going to exit to the main menu. We're currently on hard, so we're going to go one above that. And go to expert. Pretty sure I can handle expert. It's already set there now. I don't have to continue or anything. Leaderboards. Oh, that's for current season. Okay, I see. Yeah, this started on the 15th, so. Alright, what else is on here am I missing? Greater Rifts, Conquests. Alright, we'll go over that stuff next time. Alright, so treasure golems appear in pairs. That's basically the coverage of the event for Season 14. I don't think there was too much added, if anything. So, hopefully you enjoyed. If you're a Diablo fan, or if you're not, at least you got to look at it. And hopefully you want to play. So I will be probably broadcasting some of this tomorrow. Either way, it'll be uploaded on my channel. My Twitch goes live all the time. It says what I'm doing, so you can hop on whenever.